Without further ado, hello everybody, I am off today to an op shop to see what they have. I haven't been op shopping in so long, but I am in desperate need of quite a few things and I love op shops. They are one of my favorite pastimes. I love going to different op shops in different countries if I'm able to. In Japan, I went most every week if I could, truly just to see what was around and have that experience. First of all, I need winter jumpers because I have one and that's not nearly enough when I'm wearing it every single day now. I also really want to try and get sheets if I can, different linens that I can cut up for fabric to be able to use in my sewing. And then obviously anytime there's a potential for nice clothes that I like and would wear, I want to get those too. So hopefully we can find some really cool things today in one of the big warehouses. I have not had that experience before. When I lived in my old small town, we had a couple op shops that were rarely open when I was available to go, and they were very small, and usually you could see things that your friends had donated there. But here in a city, there are plenty of huge warehouses, so I'm off to go try one now, and I'm hopeful that it's going to work out and be lucrative. But just in case, I am wearing what I hope is a special outfit in which it is all the pieces I have op shopped over time. A David Jones little navy blue jumper. I love it so much. I think it's such a great fit and it was pretty inexpensive, which was amazing. I also have this leather jacket, which I got in Canberra, along with my shoes, which I love so much, and that's what I'll be op shopping in today. And then my leather skirt, I also op shopped. So I'm hoping this is enough good vibes that all the clothes know to come to me today. So let's go. First basket.
That's no good.
Yeah, it's fine, but I'm not in love with it. That's such a shame. Oh, I guess I don't need both off.
Sorry?
It might be a little large. These are so freaking cute. We've officially exhausted all of the jumper options, so we're moving on to a different section.
What an odd assortment of flowers. A salad spinner. Sam? You put that on her though.
Yeah. Back in the change room. I am back and honestly exhausted from not a lot, but I do have a haul here that I'm very excited about. I got 4 items and the total came to, well, the total was supposed to be $55, but I got one thing that was supposed to be $11, $9 off somehow, and so it ended up being $2. So my total came to $46. The first up was my big ticket item, which were these shoes. These white sneakers, which I don't have white sneakers. I stopped wearing the ones that I do have because they got too gross and then broken. So I got these ones and they have a little pink stripe. They're Adidas and I got them for $23, which I think is a pretty good deal. And they look almost brand new, which is amazing. So I'm very happy about that and I'm glad it's got that little touch of color. The next thing I got was something that I just grabbed at the very end as I was walking through putting stuff back that I wanted to try because it took my eye the first time, and it is this So Cozy and Warm jumper. Oh my goodness, I tried it on and I think it is a fun bright pink, which is so good for my work at the moment, and really thick, which is amazing because I was really struggling to find thick jumpers, probably because everyone has been buying them because it has been getting colder. But that's what I needed. I couldn't do just some thin jumpers that I need a lot of layers for. It's from the brand Stella, and this was $13. which I think I'm very happy about. There's a tiny little stain, but I think it will come out in a wash, and if not, I can't even find it right now as I'm looking, so I'm perfectly happy with that. And then my $2 purchase were actually some jeans, which were originally from Cotton On, and they were $11, and I got them for $2 somehow. Just cute light wash baggy jeans. Again, great for work because I do move around a lot in my days, so I haven't been wearing the tighter light wash jeans that I do already have, and I'm so happy with them, especially for $2. And finally, this is probably what I am most excited about. It is a big red doona cover that I'm going to be using for fabric. I'm so excited. I can already picture myself making a nice Milkmaid inspired summer dress, maybe some cute short skirts, just all the different things. There is just truly so much of it, and I got it for $8. I can't even fathom how much this would be in an actual fabric store. So I'm so happy to be upcycling something that nobody really wanted. And I'm gonna wear it so much, I already know. So that was my haul. We'll see what happens if I go to more stores, if I don't. And I can't wait to get sewing. Hello, it has been a few days since I went op shopping. And I've since lost my voice, so I apologize for that. But I'm just way too excited to use my fabric that I bought and try and make something. So I think I'm gonna try and make a short Milkmaid dress and see how that goes. I also really want to make like a lovely skirt out of this, cute little tops, but we'll start today with the dress, and maybe in another video I will keep seeing what I can make out of this one big sheet because I love it so much. So I am going to get sewing. Hopefully we can get it done today in a few hours, but probably not. So let's see how this goes. I've been going through and seeing what else I have so I don't have to go out and buy more materials, and what I have so far is I thought this was the only thread color that I have, just like a creamy sort of color. That's what I have with my bobbin and everything, so I thought it was all, that's what I had. I was fine to work with that for this dress. However, I did find this red thread. It's the one only other color I have. So perfect. So that's gonna go work in really well, I think. It's not a perfect match, but I'm pretty happy with it. I also have this red gingham ribbon. I'm not sure that this goes with the dress, but it's good to have as an option for the special little tie parts, I think. I obviously have the basics, needles, elastic, scissors. But my one last thing is that I have one brown zipper and two black zippers. None are invisible zippers. I don't know how I feel about any of these as a possibility, but we'll see if I need one. It's likely because I don't have much in the way of buttons. So I don't have any buttons at all, actually. Maybe we can even try and figure out how to harvest these little buttons that were already on the doona cover and potentially use that for the back, because it's not the worst thing. So we'll see. That would be really handy actually to do 2 panels of that, and then I don't need to use my zippers because it's just not the vibe if there's no other of this color. We'll see. But I'm gonna set up my sewing machine now and cut all the pieces that I think I might need, because I'm going off of one picture and hopefully it works out.
In the morning, I wake up feeling no pain. Long stretches, I get to remember it. Then I see my bed is empty on one side, back in the sheet. Only place I can hide.
Hi. I am am back. I am in a really good spot to just literally start cutting out the fabric now and sewing, and hopefully I make a dress that looks good and somewhat fits me. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I am going to try and speak as little as possible because I've only just got my voice back, but that's not as important as obviously the dress at hand. That's what we're here for. So hopefully by the end of this video, I'm showing you off a cute little milkmaid dress. I'm so excited. The buttons are quite far apart, so I think I'm even going to try and cut out these bits without buttons and add in more buttons and just have lots of little ones sewn up, if I can manage that and if that's going to look okay, because then it's not going to be a panel, it's going to be a lot of weird little things. Okay. I've sewn the top bit and I've folded over the raw edges to make it feel a little bit more put together. And I've sewn the very first line in this under section, and I've managed to make it almost perfect up there, which I'm so happy about. Now I just gotta do it for all the rest of them all the way down. Almost perfect. I don't think any two of these little squares are the exact same length, and I'm hoping that's not going to be too annoying, but hopefully from a distance you can't really tell. Quick update on what I've been working on, because it has been a while. This stuff takes time. This really incredible piece of work that I'm really proud of took like 3 hours. I have since been working on not a lot of sewing, obviously. You haven't seen any sewing since. But I have 5 different pages of actual plans and notes and measurements. I'm measuring this time, guys. You should be so proud. I'm getting better. This one I did last time. It's just got the general measurements of like how much underneath my chest and the rib cage area is, how much my waist is and that kind of thing. So I have the big measurements so that I can then know what I'm working towards. In these smaller ones that I've made, I first started off with, this is the back of my dress. It's been really handy actually using these little segments to be able to see how much should be in each section of these larger bits, because I obviously want the seams to line up as much as possible. And so we've got the top one is going to be this bit of the like top of my back, and we got some panels for the main back section, and then my skirt obviously. And so then I used this and I correlated it with, I took the pieces apart into this one and I've numbered them all. So we can see we've got 1, 2, this is my the back of me little section that goes underneath my arm to my armpit. I remember that if you're gonna have a little back bit, you need to go underneath your armpit. And I'm going to work on putting the proper measurements on this one so that I can actually cut. So that's my next step, is finding the measurements for these specific lines. I feel like I'm back in math class, but that's kind of fun in itself. And then I did the exact same with the front of the dress, which this is not as good of a picture. I'm in no way a drawer, but I'm making it work. And then I've got these front bits. So I've obviously started with this bit. I'm going to keep building off of this back bit and do the whole rest of the back. Then I'll do the front and like the sleeves, and then I'll end with the skirts because it's gonna be the easiest and most fun bit. I can't wait to have a little poofy skirt, and I can see it all coming together, so I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be okay. That's where I'm up to. Next up, measuring, and then cutting, and then sewing, and then I'll have a dress just like that. Bing, bang, boom, done. How do you measure your back if you're alone, right?
looking up at the door. I'm a better man with your love than without. Stuck in the cell, I may never make it out. In the morning, I'm wondering how I'm gonna get through the night. I'm sick and weary, only your love gonna make me right.
I must say, I've got music going, the sun is out, I'm making my dress. It feels like summer even though here it is winter, and I'm so happy about it.
Only your love, my heart.
I am now going to try and do the front ruched chest area, and I'm nervous about this one.
Just a little, take me along the way.
Okay, it has come to my attention that things aren't going as planned, but that's okay because it might be better because of it. I just sewed along this line without back stitching it so that I could come in and gather it, and this is the bit coming on to, it's gonna sit on my chest. This is the front panel that goes underneath my chest, and so this is how long I thought this piece needs to be, but I haven't made it long enough to then also be gathered to fit in this entire panel. It doesn't stretch far enough. However, I'm thinking if I just put it for this front section and then have these bits for the underneath that aren't gathered, that might actually fit better and not bring everything out too much. So I'm going to cut off my little sleevey bits that I thought I needed and then gather it just for it to sit in this area, as is the Milkmaid style, like that. In, and then imagine a little sleevey thing coming out here. This is tricky. I'm just gonna try with this new idea, and if it fails, I can always just redo everything.
Won't you visit? Won't you stop by to stay? I'm a better man with your love than without.
I'm going to attempt now to sew the little ruched bit and what I've attached, the little extension attached to this bottom paneling. Okay, I've just tried on the top because I've got most of the front and then pretty much all of the back other than the sleeves on each, and it turns out pretty much one of the panels that I have I don't think I actually needed, because I've put it on and I've seen where it needs to sit up here closer to my chest and down here closer to my waist, and there is still a lot of fabric that I can cut off. It's all excess, and so now I just need to figure out where I'm going to join these pieces, because I like, obviously we've got our buttons, so I can just make it into one big piece of fabric now while we still wait with the skirt. The next thing I'm going to do once this is all connected at some seam somewhere is do the sleeve. So I'm going to try and go out and find smaller elastic because I only have this larger one, and I don't think that's going to be the vibe for everywhere. I kind of want it to be pretty much half the size of this one, which is pretty common, so it should be around somewhere. It is time to move on to the sleeves now, so I'm at first going to go out and try and find that small elastic. So let's go. I am back from my little excursion out. I went for this 10mm one. There was one that was even smaller, but this one felt, I still want it to be sturdy. I don't want it to just break. And now I'm going to try and do the most intimidating part of this thing for me, which is the sleeves. Sleeves are so scary for no reason, I think, but they are, no. Okay, all right, let's see how it goes.
Only your love's gonna make it right. Only your love, only your love. Only your love, only your love. Only your love, only your
I've decided to do them all individually, so I've got the top of my sleeve and then the other top of my sleeve, and then I'll do an elastic for my chest as well, because that's going to be a bit easier, I think. Okay, I've tried it on. The sleeves look so cute, the back looks so cute, and I'm honestly considering turning it into a top and then having the skirt to be able to pair with it, but not have it as one option, because I feel like this could be really just precious to wear with jeans, honestly. My one problem, however, is that I grossly underestimated my chest. This is not nearly enough fabric, so I'm going to try my best to take out this panel section. Luckily it is all unattachable, so it's got just going to come down, take out this rectangle, take out my elastic, and just make a bigger panel that's a bit thicker, and then make sure that it can connect to with the sleeves a bit more. I think that's just going to be a bit sturdier. So I think that's possible. I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to work on what I can tonight and then keep working on it tomorrow, because it's so late. I've been doing this for so long and I don't want to keep people up with my sewing machine. So that's the game plan. It's looking, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy, because if you don't look up, all I've been seeing recently is just all the like scraggly little threads and all the bits and bobs and the not double rolled hems and things, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. But from afar, it kind of looks cute. Hello, I am back the next day and I am dedicated to getting this now top and skirt combo complete. I've just tried on my shirt again and it isn't perfect. There's just a couple little things that need changing, which is a lot better than last time. So now we're going to take some of it apart and redo it and go on to iteration number 3. I've officially completed my shirt. I just tried it on, and the little alterations I had to do was I made this elastic at the top shorter because it wasn't fitting properly. It was a bit too just loose across my chest. And I also, which I'm not the biggest fan of this, but it's also not the worst, I've added in the seam down here because it was a bit too much fabric as well lengthwise in the end. So I just added in this little curved bit, which then makes it smaller, so that it fits a bit better and it's not just too clunky and large. So this is my finished top. I think it is so precious. I will show you it on very, very soon, but first we are finally going to make the skirt part of this, because I did sew up all the ends. I've done the hem, I double rolled it, thank goodness. So this is officially a top, and now I'm gonna make a flowy little skirt, and hopefully I can get that done so quick. So can you please set me a time for 1 hour? A 1 hour timer, please.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and get this skirt done
Oh goodness.
in 1 hour.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
My bobbin ran out. How long do I have?
15 minutes.
I don't think that's enough time to add a ruffle. Okay, time.
7 minutes, 20 seconds.
7 minutes, 20 seconds to go, okay. That's nice. Oh gosh, it's not much,
That's us.
but it's a skirt. The time is up. I have spent so long making these pieces, the skirt less so, and that definitely shows, but putting them together, I'm actually really proud. I think it looks really, really cute. So I'm going to show you now the official reveal. It's not ironed, it's not lined, and it's really rough. It's really rough. But if you look at it from afar, it could be kind of cute. So without further ado, so obviously we have the skirt, which is just a little and very much unlined skirt. I'll probably add in a liner, maybe even potentially do a little ruffle, but I was hoping to make a little skirt out of this fabric anyway, so maybe this is it. But I think it looks so cute with the top itself. I've obviously added in that line here, I guess kind of dart sort of situation, to make it fit a little bit better, which doesn't look horrible. It doesn't perfectly match up with the seam. That's okay. But I think it's really cute. I love how it comes in the back. Again, this is all unironed, so it's not perfectly smooth, but I think it still works really well. I love how high up it sits, that sometimes you can see that it is two pieces. I love the back with how open it is. I'm probably most proud of these sleeves. They look like little roses on me. It's so precious. This is crazy. This is an $8 op shop doona cover. And now I'm wearing it. Thank you so much for watching this video and for taking the time to make another piece of clothing with me. I have still so much of this sheet left, so I'll probably be making another video very similar, but making as many pieces as possible, and I'm really looking forward to it. This has been so much fun to get back into sewing, and I hope you're having a good day, are inspired to do something similar, or just enjoyed watching. But I will see you next time, whenever that is. Bye.